Can you believe it's been 54 years since the release of the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory movie? With the cast recently reuniting to celebrate the milestone, we decided it was the perfect time to have a look at what the actors are up to today. In this video, we will tell you how the cast of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory has changed. I will show you what they looked like back then in 1971 and now in 2025, how they've changed compared to when they were on the show. Alright, let's go. Denise Nickerson as Violet Beauregarde. Age filming, 14 years old. Gum-obsessed Violet Beauregarde, who famously morphed into a huge blueberry, was played by U.S. actress Denise Nickerson. She claimed the role left her with 13 cavities in her teeth as a result from all the sugary gum she had to chew to get into character. In 1976, Denise was hit by a car while crossing the road and left in a full-leg cast for 8 months. She continued to act, but aged 21, Denise quit showbiz and attended nursing school, though she ultimately worked as an accountant. Denise married twice, first to Rick Keller in 1981. But he died 2 years later after suffering a brain aneurysm. She then wed Mark Willard in 1995 and had a son, Joshua, but they divorced after just 3 years of marriage. In 2018 she suffered a severe stroke, and the following year, following multiple seizures and a bout of pneumonia, Denise was taken off life support and passed away aged 62. Peter Ostrum as Charlie Bucket. Age filming, 14 years old. As Charlie Bucket, young Peter Ostrum carried a lot of responsibility as the lead character of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And he did a pretty spectacular job considering he was just 12 years old when he made the movie. At the start of the film, Charlie and the Bucket family are desperately poor. All 4 of his grandparents sleep in one bed. And both of Charlie's parents work constantly to try and support both their child and their elderly parents. This all changes when Charlie finds a golden ticket in a Wonka bar that he can only buy after he finds money in the street, as the final ticket holder. He joins 4 other children and their adult escorts for what sounds like a simple tour of the factory. As Charlie and his other winners find out, though, Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka is trying to determine which of the children is purest of heart. And unlike the others, Charlie withstands every test until Wonka reveals that Charlie will inherit the factory when Wonka decides to retire, effectively solving the Bucket family's financial woes. Despite Ostrom's excellent performance in the film, he elected never to act again and even turned down a deal for 3 movies after Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory came out. Instead, Ostrom went to school to learn how to be a veterinarian. These days, he's retired after running his own practice. But along with his other former castmates, now 68, he lives in Glenfield, New York with his wife Loretta, with whom he shares 2 children, Helenka and Leaf. Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka. Age filming, 38 years old. Gene Wilder, who played Willy Wonka, continued acting until the early 2000s. From the moment he somersaulted out of his factory, the characters were captivated by Gene Wilder as the titular Willy Wonka. Wilder is still perhaps best known for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, 1971. But he went on to an illustrious acting career after the film. He starred in Blazing Saddles, 1974, co-wrote and starred in Young Frankenstein, 1974, and gave a Golden Globe-nominated performance in Silver Streak, 1976. The actor also went on to star on the NBC sitcom, Something Wilder, and he had a 2-episode arc on NBC's Will and Grace, which earned him an Emmy. He died in 2016 at the age of 83 after experiencing complications from Alzheimer's disease. Gunter Meisner as Arthur Slugworth. Age filming, 45 years old. Gunter Meisner played the creepy Arthur Slugworth, and he went on to more big roles. Rival candy maker Arthur Slugworth was played by German actor Gunter Meisner. Before Willy Wonka, he started appearing in both German and English language films and TV series in 1957. Among dozens of other roles, he was well known for his portrayal of Adolf Hitler on ITV's Winston Churchill, The Wilderness Years, in Ace of Aces, 1982, and on ABC's The Winds of War. Meisner died of heart failure in 1994 at the age of 68. Diana Soul as Charlie's mom. Age filming, 41 years old. Charlie's mom was played by Diana Soul, who went on to a few more roles. Diana Soul appeared in the film as the hardworking. It was her first film role, but she'd done some theater work in Germany before taking it on. After Willy Wonka, Soul appeared in Guarding Tess, 1994, and Clear and Present Danger, 1994. And she voiced characters for two of the Fallout video games. The actress was also a longtime performer in the murder mystery play, Sheer Madness. She died in 2018 at the age of 88. Jack Albertson as Charlie's lovable Grandpa Joe. Age filming, 64 years old. Jack Albertson played Charlie's lovable Grandpa Joe, which was one of his last big roles. Jack Albertson took on the role of Charlie's Grandpa Joe, who accompanied him on the tour of the factory. The actor's successful career began in the 1940s and stretched on for 4 decades. After Willy Wonka, he starred in The Poseidon Adventure, 1972, and on NBC's Chico and the Man. He also voiced a character in The Fox and the Hound, 1981. In 1981, Jack passed away at his LA home in the Hollywood Hills at the age of 74 from colon cancer. Paris Themin as Mike TV. Age filming, 12 years old. The final child to be eliminated from Wonka's admittedly bonkers competition is Mike TV. Played by Paris Themin, Mike's entire thing, as you may be able to surmise from his last name, is that he watches a ton of television. Like Augustus Gloop, Mike isn't necessarily cruel, but definitely irritating, and he gets into trouble when he plays with technology that can transport chocolate bars. When Mike tries it so that he can live inside of the TV, he ends up being shrunk down to the size of a candy bar, requiring the use of a stretching machine to get back to his normal size later on. The actor, casting director, and entrepreneur, now 64, also founded a travel company called Access International, which arranged trips for backpackers. Paris has been married to Nikki Grillos since 2014 and they live in Los Angeles. Now he is 66 years old. Rusty Goffey as Oompa Loompa. Age filming, 23 years old. Rusty Goffey played one of the Oompa Loompas, and he's gone on to have a successful acting career. Michael Ballner. Augustus Gloop. A group of 10 actors played the Wonka Factory's Oompa Loompas, including Rusty Goffey, who was heavily featured in the film. It was his first film role, and he went on to appear in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, 1977. The Lion, The Witch and the Wardrobe, 1979. Willow, 1988. Fred Claus, 2007. And 4 of the Harry Potter movies. He was also on BBC's Stupid. Most recently, Goffey appeared in Spiderlings, 2016. Now he is 77 years old. Michael Ballner as Augustus Gloop. German actor Michael Ballner's character Augustus Gloop will be remembered as the first golden ticket winner who fell victim to the chocolate factory. Everyone recalls how the greedy Augustus managed to get himself sucked up the chocolate river chute, abruptly ending his tour of the factory. Interestingly, Augustus Gloop was the only acting role Michael ever played, and after the movie's release he decided to go to law school, and as of 2016, he has been working as a tax lawyer in Munich, Germany. Peter Ostrom stepped into the beloved role of Charlie Bucket when he was just 12 years old. However, Peter decided not to pursue an acting career after playing the iconic role and instead went on to become a vet, working mainly with dairy cows. Now he is 67 years old. Julie Dawn Cole as Veruca Salt. Age filming, 14 years old. In the film, Cole plays Veruca Salt, a spoiled and petulant child who's also fascinated by the candy factory. But she's also intensely demanding to the point where it's revealed that her father forced his own employees to rifle through chocolate bars until they found her a golden ticket. Ultimately, this quality that causes a huge problem in a room full of geese that lay golden chocolate eggs and determine the good eggs from the bad eggs. Veruca wants a goose and demands that her father purchase one, an offer that Wonka declines. Eventually, the geese turn on Veruca herself and decide she's a bad egg, sending her and her parents alike down the factory's garbage chute. Now he is 68 years old.